Hi students, this tip is about your activity called emotional intelligence. And I've provided 3 documents for you, but you're only going to be submitting one, the one on the left here that you see, to me for points. But you're going to need the other documents to help you fill this document out. So on the first page you see the instructions, and then you see the part that you will be filling out and submitting to me. So right off from the bat in the instructions it tells you to go over to the ESAP handout, which is this thing on the right in blue, and what you're going to do is you're going to print it out, you're going to fill it out, and you're going to get information that's going to help you fill out the one that you're actually going to turn in to me. So this document may look a little intimidating, but actually isn't. All you're going to do is read these scenarios, like it gives you a situation. When I'm really angry at someone, and then some scenarios, and you're going to put if the answer is most like you, sometimes like you, or least like you, and then you're going to put the points, and you're going to add up the points for each section. So you're going to get a score for assertion, you're going to get a score for aggression, deference. We're going to keep going down the page. Comfort, empathy, decision-making, leadership. All of these are going to have a number associated with them after you answer the questions. Drive strength, time management, commitment ethic, change orientation, self-esteem, stress management. Once you've got those scores for all of those things, and we're just going to end up with the last two. Let's say on self-esteem and stress management. So let's find them on here. Self-esteem and stress management. Let's say you got a 7 on self-esteem. Where does a 7 fall? Right here. Now the number isn't actually there, but you know that 7 is between 6 and 8. And so you're essentially going to put a line out to 7. And you'll notice 7 follows in this develop category, right? And let's say for stress management, you got an 8. So you're going to circle 8 and put a line out to 8. And look, it follows in the strengthen category. So for all of these skill sets, you'll be placing a circle and a line, which will tell you where that skill set falls for you. If it happens to fall in the develop category, that's kind of a weakness. It's not so good, right? It's something we really need to put some time and energy and effort and strategies to work on. A strengthen is better than develop, but strengthen means it's not horrible, but it's not fantastic either. We still need to work on it. It's kind of middle of the road. And enhance is really good, but of course it's not perfect because none of us are perfect, but it means we still have some things that we could do to be even better. When it comes to low, normal, and high for these 3 particular categories, you want to strive to have them in the normal and low range, not in the high, because high signals a threat and that we definitely need to do something about it. So using whatever you got on this chart, you're going to go to the page you're going to turn into me, and I specifically ask you which areas fell in the develop category. And so anything that fell in this section, you're just merely going to write the word. When it comes to strengthen, if anything fell in this middle category, you're just going to write the words of the skill sets. And if anything fell into this enhance category, you're going to write the term. The same thing is true for low, normal, and high. If anything fell in here, you're going to record it as low, anything here as normal, and anything here as high. Okay, so when you're finished, you're just going to have 13 words that are listed, 10 for this section, which represents these 10 words, and 3 for this section, which represents these 3 words. Finally, you're going to write a paragraph about what you learned this entire week. You can talk about what you learned about emotional intelligence in general, or you can specifically refer to your profile about how you thought you did in terms of your strengths, your weaknesses, some ideas of what you might work on or how you might go about it. Or if you agree with the assessment, if you can think of some practical examples from your life of, yes, this is indeed happening. The other document that I provided you with, just to help you a little bit in understanding this, is I wanted to show you how your completed document should look when you're finished. So you can see I just, let's say a student took this and they came up with 4 areas in develop, 4 in strengthen, 2 in enhance. Their deference was in the low, but their aggression and change was normal. They didn't have anything in high. So it's merely 13 words, and then they wrote a paragraph, and again, remember, a paragraph explaining what they learned about EI, what they learned about themselves, and again, a paragraph is more than a sentence, 2 sentences, or 3 sentences. If you have any questions or concerns about anything, please do not